In today's video, we'll talk about 6 dangerous personality types, what they look like, and how to help them. Watch until the end to see if you recognize any in yourself. Narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is characterized by a very pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. While the precise cause remains elusive, it is believed that a complex interplay of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors contributes to its development. In relationships, narcissists tend to be exploitative, seeing partners more as assets to be used for personal gain rather than equals. They often lack genuine emotional connections, making relationships predominantly opportunistic. A vivid example of this can be seen in the character Frank Underwood from House of Cards.
The only thing more satisfying than convincing someone to do what I want is failing to persuade them on purpose. It's like a do not enter sign. It just begs you to walk through the door.
Underwood exemplifies narcissistic traits by detailing how he manipulates individuals to achieve his objectives, highlighting his sense of dominance over others. Narcissists often exude a superficial charm that attracts many. However, beneath this facade, their self-interest and entitlement can lead to emotional and financial exploitation of others. This self-centered perspective often strains relationships, resulting in conflicts. The real danger of narcissistic personalities stems from their potential to harm others, either overtly through manipulation or subtly due to their lack of empathy. Such behaviors can cause emotional distress for those involved, making dealings with them unpredictable. This inability to genuinely connect can result in toxic personal relationships, workplace tensions, and larger societal issues. It is a mental disorder characterized by unstable moods, behavior, and relationships. The cause of borderline personality disorder isn't well understood. Diagnosis is made based on the symptoms a person is showing. In the clip,
"Forget I offered to help you. Forget the entire fucking idea. Because that must have been fucking crazy. Because I am so much crazier than you."
Tiffany showcases behaviors indicative of borderline personality disorder. Her swift emotional transition from melancholy to heightened anger underlines the volatility associated with BPD. Her verbalizations of feelings of emptiness and devaluation highlight the internal struggles many with BPD grapple with. Silver Linings Playbook delves deeper into her journey, granting viewers a window into the tumultuous emotional landscape navigated by those with BPD. Borderline personality disorder can be characterized by intense mood fluctuations, a wavering sense of self, and challenges in establishing and preserving consistent relationships. Such individuals might oscillate dramatically in their feelings towards others, from intense attachment to extreme detachment or disdain. This inconsistency can result in relational turmoil and personal anguish. A lesser discussed facet of BPD is the capacity for deep love and connection. While genuine, this love can often be unpredictable, fluctuating, and sometimes possessive. The volatile nature of BPD can pose dangers as emotional instability, which can lead to impulsive actions, self-harm, or strained relationships with others, causing both the individual and their close ones significant distress. You might be unfamiliar with the next personality type, but it's one you won't forget. Histrionic personality disorder, HPD, significantly affects an individual's cognition, perception, and interactions. Rooted in both genetic and environmental factors, such as childhood trauma, those with HPD are often vivacious and dramatic, using their appearance and charisma to captivate others. Those with histrionic personality disorder often present themselves in a lively and dramatic manner. They frequently emphasize their physical appearance, opting for vibrant or revealing attire to command attention. Beyond their attire, their behavior is marked by flirtation, charm, and impulsivity, which can sometimes border on manipulation. However, the true danger of HPD lies beneath this facade. Their deep-seated need for validation can lead to manipulative behaviors, straining, and even sabotaging relationships. For those involved, this can result in emotional distress and conflict, as they grapple with the unpredictable and sometimes insecure nature of the person with HPD. Both the individual with HPD and their acquaintances risk emotional turmoil. Up next is a personality that's perhaps even more enigmatic: Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, is characterized by a strong obsession with perfectionism, organization, and control. People suffering from OCD have strict ideas and a strong desire to control themselves, others, and situations. In the movie The Aviator,
on your lapel there, you got something on your lapel. Right there, Ron. You missed it right there. Clean it off, would you? Here.
Howard Hughes epitomizes the traits of obsessive-compulsive personality disorder, OCPD. His intense need for perfection, orderliness, and control are evident. These behaviors stem from an internal urge to uphold strict standards, combined with a deep-seated fear of making mistakes. People with OCPD often grapple with an overwhelming need for order, a fixation on details, and a strong reluctance to delegate. They exhibit excessive dedication to work and can be extremely thorough to the point of paralysis, reluctant to complete tasks in fear of imperfection. They also tend to be inflexible, particularly regarding morals or values. The danger of OCPD lies in its potential to create rifts in personal and professional relationships. Their demand for perfection can impose unrealistic standards on themselves and others. This might lead to high levels of stress, burnout, and conflict with colleagues or loved ones who can't meet their exacting demands. Such rigid behaviors can stifle creativity, hinder adaptability, and foster a hostile environment, making collaboration and healthy relationships challenging. Paranoid personality disorder, PPD, is a mental condition marked by persistent distrust and unwarranted suspicion of others. While the exact cause is unknown, it's believed that a mix of biological and environmental factors contribute. Individuals with PPD often question the motives of others, suspecting deceit or betrayal without evidence. This makes them reluctant to share personal information or confide in anyone, fearing it will be used maliciously against them. In the movie A Beautiful Mind,
the Russians feel my profile is too high. That's why they simply just don't do away with me. They're keeping me here to try to stop me from doing my work. You have to get to Wheeler.
John Nash's behavior exemplifies PPD. His overwhelming belief that he's being watched by Russian spies, although a figment of his imagination, highlights the depth of distrust and emotional distress associated with the disorder. The danger of PPD lies in its potential to create intense isolation, misunderstandings, and conflicts, both for the individual and those around them. While there is no cure, psychotherapy can offer valuable tools to manage symptoms and improve interpersonal relationships. Sadistic personality disorder, SPD, manifests as a recurring pattern of cruel behaviors and a compelling desire to dominate and control others. Individuals with SPD not only inflict physical or emotional pain on others, but find pleasure or satisfaction in doing so. This disorder goes beyond mere control. It's marked by deriving joy from another's suffering, combined with a lack of empathy or remorse for the anguish caused. The dangers of SPD are manifold. First, such individuals can pose a direct physical threat to others due to their inclination to harm. Emotionally, their behaviors can lead to lasting psychological trauma for their victims. Relationships involving someone with SPD can become profoundly imbalanced, with the sadistic individual wielding power and evoking fear, undermining the well-being and safety of those around them. In Game of Thrones, Joffrey's sadistic actions, showcased in this clip,
fingers or your tongue, if you got to keep one, which would it be? I could just cut your throat.
By enjoying the distress and humiliation of a servant, Joffrey highlights the potential threat that sadistic personalities pose. His enjoyment of others' suffering and his position of power make him an especially dangerous character, capable of causing extensive harm without repercussion. It's crucial for anyone exhibiting sadistic tendencies to seek help promptly. Left unchecked, SPD can escalate and result in severe harm to both the individual and those they interact with. Therapy and medications offer avenues for managing and mitigating the disorder's effects. Personality traits exist on a spectrum, and not everyone will display all the characteristics of a given personality type. Many can lead fulfilling lives with proper therapy and support. However, These disorders can be subtle, making them hard to recognize. It's essential to approach with caution and understanding, avoiding quick judgments. Creating supportive environments is key, enabling individuals to seek help if needed.